It's gone 10 minutes past 10. Good morning to you and welcome to your program, The Platform. This program comes to you about this time on this frequency every Friday. Of course, you know what we do on this bit. We bring you updates on the administration of Dr. Okezie Ikpeazu. My name is Godson Ahwama, your host on the program. Governor Okezie Ikpeazu in the past 13 months has no doubt proved doubting Thomas's wrong about his capacity to deliver on his election promises. With a renewed zeal in the second year in office, Abians are hopeful for more dividends of democracy. But it does appear there is a cog in the wheel of this progress. After the long legal battle between Dr. Alex Otti and Governor Ikpeazu, one would have expected that all Abians would channel their energy and resources towards supporting Governor Ikpeazu in building a better Abia State. But the stark reality on our faces is that Barrister F.N. Wosu and Dr. Uche Oga have again dragged Governor Ikpeazu to court. While the suit filed by Barrister F.N. Wosu has been dismissed by a federal high court in Owerri, Dr. Uche Oga and Governor Okezie Ikpeazu are still in court, this time at the Federal Court of Appeal, Abuja. If you ask me, trees have fallen upon trees, and so the topmost must be removed first. Our people, Abians, Nigerians, and indeed the world must know the truth. And so, in our bid to unravel some of the burning issues on this case and letting our people know the truth, we have invited as our guest on the platform this morning a figure, a personality that has direct and important involvement in this suit. So you can't afford to miss this edition of the program, The Platform. Don't touch the dial. The program will return in a moment. Ask me. All right, it's good to have you back on the platform. My name is Godson Ahwama. Let's now meet our guest on the show this morning. I did tell us that we have a personality who is directly involved in this matter, talking about the suit between Governor Ikpeazu and Dr. Choga. Dear listener, join me as I welcome Elder Udochukwu Ogbonna. He is the chairman, Board of Internal Revenue, Abia State. Elder, you're welcome to the platform.
Good morning, Godson, and good morning, listeners.
Elder, I must tell you, our listeners, Abians, have been itching to listen to you, especially since this matter started raging, and we are very pleased to have you on the platform today. And like I said, we're very pleased to have you on this bit for the primary purpose of clarifying some contentious issues bordering on the suit filed by Dr. Choga against Governor Ikpeazu. Sir, you are the chairman of the Board of Internal Revenue, Abia State. The body we know is vested with the authority of issuing tax receipts to taxpayers in the state. To start with, sir, take a look at your records. Did Governor Ikpeazu apply for tax clearance receipts? And was he issued same by the Board of Internal Revenue before the primaries?
We've made several publications on this, and we have told the whole world that we issued the receipts and the tax clearance. Dr. Ikpeazu applied. We looked at our records. We saw that he was complying. In fact, let me state clearly that he was a payee taxpayer.
Okay. What does that mean?
What that means is that he is under employment.
Okay.
Whether a payee taxpayer now is the one that is under an employment of either a company or government.
Okay.
Now, it is the responsibility of the company or the employer per se to deduct the tax that is due to the state and remit thereafter.
Okay.
So we, from the records we have, Dr. Ikpeazu was employed by the Abia State government. And as at that time, they were deducting and remitting his taxes. So when he applied for his tax clearance, of course, you cannot issue tax clearance without issuing tax receipt.
Okay.
So we looked at the records. From our records, we issued him the tax receipts and tax clearances. So the receipts and tax clearance was issued by us.
Okay. The chairman of Board of Internal Revenue, Abia State, clarifying this issue that the receipts and the tax clearance presented by Governor Okezie Ikpeazu to INEC before the primaries in 2014 were duly issued by the Board of Internal Revenue. That is coming from the chairman himself. Chairman, it is no longer news that Dr. Oga went to court challenging the eligibility of Governor Okezie Ikpeazu and alleging that Governor Ikpeazu submitted forged tax receipts to INEC before the party primaries. It is now also news that the Federal High Court Abuja, presided over by Justice Ogbonna, had given judgment in favor of Dr. Oga. Now, I want you to react to the grounds upon which Justice Ogbonna gave his judgment. There were such issues of the receipts bearing a serial number, the date of issuance falling on a Saturday, and all that. Would you mind individually take a look at these issues, the grounds upon which Justice Ogbonna gave his judgment?
Okay. From what we have read so far, I have it on record that the grounds of judgment of the Federal High Court Abuja was based on the seriality of the tax receipts, the date on the one of the tax receipts, that is 2011, and then other issues that I will take as I answer your questions. Now, when you talk about the seriality of the receipts, it is on record that most payee taxpayers don't apply for their receipts at the end of the year. Now, let me equally state for records that the fiscal year of the federal government of Nigeria starts on the 1st of January of every year and ends on the 31st of December of every year.
The fiscal year, that is the financial year for the layman.
Now, it is equally a known fact that the tax year starts on the 1st of January and ends on the 31st of December. Every year. Now, tax is an annual thing. Now, if an employee didn't apply for his tax receipt, of course we know that tax clearance bears 3 years taxes, annual taxes. Now, if a payee taxpayer did not apply for his tax clearance or tax receipts rather for the 3 years or for the 2 years before he applied for his tax clearance, we will issue that payee taxpayer with the receipts first before the tax clearance. And the procedure in government accounting system is that you don't use more than one receipt booklet at a time. You must use only one receipt booklet at once. If that receipt booklet finishes, you bring out another one and continue from there. Now, it is equally a known fact that every employee that we have issued tax receipts that have not applied for it on a yearly basis get these receipts that the serial numbers will follow the other. That is what I mean. What I mean is, if we have receipt from 001 to 050, the receipt we are issuing to Godson for 2011, 2012, 2013, we have 001, 002, 001 for 2011, 002 for 2012, 003 for 20...
Are you saying that there is no need for you to go back to 2012 to get the booklet of 2012?
Where are you going to get it? It's in 2012, you use one booklet at once. Immediately it finishes, you file it away, file the duplicates away, and bring out another one. So there is no receipt for 2012 that is remaining, that is vacant, that you are going to use to write receipt for somebody who paid tax in 2012.
In 2012.
So the normal practice is when that person didn't apply for the annual tax receipt, you will not say that he didn't apply at the end of the year, and you will deny him his receipt.
Okay.
You must issue him receipt, and it must come from that booklet.
Chairman, I think I agree with you, because we are civil servants. I don't think I even have my tax clearance or receipts right here now, because I think most times when a civil servant needs his tax receipt, he approaches your board. Yeah. Like you've told us, Dr. Ikpeazu approached you and you did issue the tax receipt. I want to also ask, you are talking about the serial number of the receipt.
Yes.
Okay, take the other issue.
No, I've not finished with the seriality.
Okay.
Now, the issue there in the serial number is that Ogbonna Bank said that 2011 was written after 2012 and 2013 must have been written.
Okay.
Now, I want to explain that. I have the receipt booklet we used in writing the tax receipt of Dr. Ikpeazu here with me.
That is the one. Is that what I'm seeing right here?
Yes, that's what you are seeing. That's what you are looking at.
Wonderful.
Now, in this tax receipt booklet, you can see the name of Sir Emeka Nanaba.
Okay. That was the deputy governor.
The deputy governor then.
Okay.
He applied for his tax clearance then, and this same booklet, this is 2011 payee receipt.
Yeah.
In this same booklet, this is 2012 payee receipt.
Bearing a serial number, I can see the same booklet and the serially.
In this same booklet, you have 2013.
Okay.
That's for Emeka Nanaba.
Yeah.
There are so many other people equally that you can see that we use. Okay, you can see that of Cosmos Ndukwe.
I've seen it, yes.
In 2011 payee.
Okay.
In 2012, payee. In 2013, the same thing. You can see another person from Abia State Polytechnic.
Okay.
That is called Obasi Aso. In 2011, you can see it.
Okay.
2012, the same thing.
Okay.
Now, the issue that Ogbonna Bank raised, that 2011 was written after 2013.
Okay.
Now, I have the booklet. You can see it. This is the original of the.
This original was not issued out.
It was not issued out. It was cancelled.
Yes, I can see two lines drawn on it.
Written to Dr. Okezie Ikpeazu.
What happened? What happened?
Now, there was the person that was, normally our practice is that the clerk that prepares the tax receipt will prepare it immediately you apply. The tax receipt will be prepared for the 3 years, 2011, 2012, 2013. Now, the clerk takes it to the officer who is in charge of payee.
Okay.
He looks at it and signs.
Signing means?
Sign the receipt,
authenticating it.
And stamp.
Okay.
Now, the tax, the head of payee will now take it to the director of direct taxes, who will sign the tax clearance.
Okay.
Now, the director of direct taxes has that authority to look through what has been written, to make sure that there was no mistake. So while he was going through the tax receipt of 2011, he discovered that the amount in words and the amount in figure
did not
tally. And in a tax receipt, you cannot come and begin to use liquid paper, what they call correction fluid, to correct and rewrite. Because if they see it equally in court, they will say it's mutilation. It has been forged. So it was cancelled.
I can see. Remember, it was cancelled.
By then, 2012 and 2013 had been written. So he came to the back of 2013 and wrote 2011.
I think this is very clear to
that
the common man.
An issue that somebody should take to court.
All right.
And in fact, even if it had gone to court, the authority whose responsibility it is to issue this paper should have been.
I'll come to that. But can you look at the issue of the thing falling on a Saturday?
Okay. Now, I had mentioned that the fiscal year, financial year of the government starts on the 1st of January to 31st of December. Now, people are asking questions Saturday. Let me equally put it on record that the Public Holidays Act does not have anything Saturday or Sunday in it.
You're telling us.
It has the day that is declared a work-free day by the government is the day that is work-free.
Okay.
So why has people not asked about 1st January?
Okay.
Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why has people not asked about 1st January?
Okay,
because
why is the emphasis on 31st December?
Yes, the same receipt that you are seeing, if you come down, it will tell you period covered.
Okay.
And it will say from 1st January to 31st December.
That's what I can see.
Now, let me equally state here clearly, that is not even where I'm going, that on the 31st January of every year, every payee taxpayer earns his receipt. People are mixing payee taxpayer and direct assessment.
Okay.
Even in these days now that banks work on Saturdays, and now that we have automated our system in such a way that you can go to bank and pay. If we assessed you on Friday and you were unable to meet up with the bank on Friday, you can walk into the bank on a Saturday and pay, and bank will collect and print your receipt for you. What is the cry about Saturday? Now, if you don't date that receipt 31st of December, you cannot date it 1st of January.
Why?
Or 2nd of January.
Why
because if you do that, it is no longer as and when due.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes.
Remember that this tax has been deducted from January every month. January, February, March, April, May, June, July to December.
And there's no way you can give a date, a future date.
You cannot
when
give
the tax was...
a future date or a date before that day.
Okay.
You can't say, let me date it 30th, because 30th is Friday and 31st is Saturday. You cannot say that, because if you did date it 30th, it means you have removed 1 day salary from the payee taxpayer.
Okay, sorry, let me come to you, Chairman, sir. Assuming I am a civil servant and my taxes are deducted as source, and possibly I need a tax clearance which I'll use on a Monday next week, and today is a Saturday. It is very urgent. Can I approach your board or your office to issue me my clearance, and can you do that on a Saturday?
Yes, we can. If with special arrangement that this is needed urgently. Yeah. As long as the Public Holiday Act did not say that Saturday is a work-free day, we are free.
All right.
Let me tell you, Fashola signed an appropriation bill on a Sunday.
Not even a Saturday.
On you know appropriation bill,
budget.
He signed it on a Sunday.
So was he taken to court?
We will take him, because it's not, the Public Holiday Act did not say that Sunday is a work-free day.
All right. Let me ask you about Chairman. When Dr. Ikpeazu was out of office, did you issue him with tax clearance? Or let me put it this way, did Doc also pay tax when he was out of office? Okay.
Are you saying before he came in
as governor?
This thing as governor?
Yeah.
Okay, that's one of the issues they are raising, that he paid more tax in 2011 than 2012, and that the number of months that he did not work as a government employee, that he was equally taxed. Let me equally state for the records that a taxable adult like Godson, who has been engaged by government in July, comes to our office. The general manager of our SPIMS called me the other day that he wants to come with his letter of appointment so that we will assess him. And now let him know what he will pay as tax. He walks into my office just like Dr. Ikpeazu walked in and said, "This is my appointment letter." And it was dated 1st of July. And I asked a question. What were you doing from January to June? because we will not allow January to June to go just like that.
Like that. You need your money.
Yes, it is. A tax is paid per annum.
Okay.
It is not a monthly thing. What you see that is deducted monthly is what we have computed for the whole year.
Okay.
And we divide it by 12 so that the civil servant will be paying it little by little as he receives his salary.
Okay.
Now, if we now determine what he has done within the year or between January and June, the tax authority has the power to impute income. Are you getting what I'm saying?
You're really teaching me.
Assuming that he has his pay for the whole year is 1 million naira, and he is starting in July, it means he's now going to earn 500,000 for the rest of the months that he's going to work. The tax authority can impute an income by their discretion not to go beyond this 1 million.
Okay.
So that is to say, from January to June now, we can impute another 500,000 income.
Okay, Chairman. Someone has also asked this question.
Okay.
How come? Who even knows if Dr. Ikpeazu was really not working? Perhaps he stopped working as Aspen's GM, and who knows if he was also in the employ of government another stage? I don't know. In
that circumstance, that wasn't our business, because we discussed with him. And he told us he was a chairman of one board or the other at the time. And we know how they are paid. They are not steady salary earners. They only earn income once they sit.
Okay.
And you will add that to the income we are imputing. And as the chairman of a board, he doesn't sit and put his hands in his,
between his legs.
Yes, and say, I wouldn't do anything.
Certainly.
So he must be doing something that will give him income.
Okay.
And it may even be that the additional 500,000 that we added is a hypothetical figure now, that we added was even lower than the income he earned within that period.
All right, let's leave that.
And then another issue, which they said that the tax he paid was higher in 2011 than 2012. When they are saying that, they didn't understand, they didn't know that there was a change in tax law.
Okay.
The change in tax law that law was passed in 2011. But before the president then, Jonathan, signed it, it was in December. We had finished the whole deduction till December before he signed it. So the law took effect from January 2012. That was when we started that law. And that law gave more allowances to taxpayers that brought down the taxes or tax liability of taxpayers that earn income that is within the bracket of 3 million and below.
All right. Well, if you've just joined us, the program is The Platform, and this morning you've been listening to the chairman of the Board of Internal Revenue, Abia State. We're looking at issues that came up in the suit filed by Dr. Udochukwu against Governor Okezie Ikpeazu. Chairman, it is public knowledge that Justice Ogbonna Bank did not invite the Board of Internal Revenue Abia State to give evidence in the suit under discussion. My question is this: why were you not invited? Again, what efforts have you made as a board to clarify these issues raised? Okay,
we only got to know of what they call writ of summons and originating summons this time that this matter came up. Because as a board, we heard about it. And we were approached to look at this. So we have been sued that the paper you gave to us is false. They tell us false. Some people will say forged. I don't know the difference.
That is the defendant.
False and forged.
The defendant approached you.
Yes.
Okay.
They said we have been sued.
Okay.
Now, can you please clarify that you issued us with these documents? That we should swear an affidavit.
Okay.
So we took the suit and looked at all the grounds, and we swore an affidavit to show that we issued these documents.
Was it tendered in evidence?
I understand that the judge invalidated our affidavit on the grounds that we are not a party
to the suit.
That was what we had.
Okay.
Now, we equally did the same thing and gave to the Owerri court.
Okay.
And the Owerri court looked at it. So we were told that if a matter comes by way of originating summons, that people are not called to come and give oral witness. The only thing they will look at is your affidavit. Now that we gave an affidavit,
why was the affidavit not looked at in this matter?
I don't know why it was not looked at. That's what I cannot.
Okay, so what have you done as a board, to clarify these issues so far?
Like I have said, one of the things I have done is coming for this program to let people know that we issued these documents, that they are not false, neither are they forged. And to equally clear the issues raised, we have equally issued a press statement telling the whole world that these documents were issued by us, that they are neither forged nor false. So we are equally ready to go to the court of whoever to clear that these documents were issued by us and they followed the processes that they are supposed to.
Just before we take a break, let me add. You are the author of this document.
Sure.
Tell us, from what was presented to you, did Dr. Ikpeazu alter any of the figures or any of this in the clearance or the receipt you gave to him?
He doesn't have any
because
right.
From what the judges, the lawyers told us, for you to have committed forgery, you must have tampered with the document.
Let me state here that the tax clearance or tax receipts were issued by us, not by Dr. Ikpeazu. We wrote and gave to him. He submitted to the authorities that needed them. I don't see him going to tamper with it because he doesn't even know the basis of assessment.
Though the court, they have not said he tampered with it, but I am asking because if you define forgery in the face of law, the law,
false document.
Thank you very much. Then I don't know, the bearer could have, tampered with.
What we were told was that he lied on oath. Then the issue is lying over what? A document that you did not author. A document. Was there any place in the oath form that they discovered that the information he gave was not in tandem with the document
he
presented?
Okay.
That is what we are yet to ascertain.
All right, if you've just joined us, the program remains The Platform, and we will now take a break. When we come back, we open the lines for your contribution. Don't go away.
Papa, thank you. Oluwana go there. Yemi alade, Chineke na go there. Person where hustle supposed to job, he's supposed to cop, he's supposed to chill. Person where walk supposed to dance, he's supposed to rock, he's supposed to flex. But don't you forget, yo, say no be by mighty, yo, always be thankful. Oluwana go there. Rather no be crime me, yo, spend your money, but always be thankful. Makaifa di go mao. Even if you no get it, yo, never forget to say bye, thank you. Oluwana go there. And if you to get it, yo, never forget to say bye, thank you. Chineke na go there.
Person wey drive is supposed to back. He not supposed to like you. He's supposed to buy money. Supposed to have. He's supposed to have. He's supposed to make a more. But never forget you. Say no be by mighty. Always be thankful. Oluwana go there. Sister, no be crying. To spending your money.
All right, that's a beautiful rendition. Of course, I would have allowed you to continue enjoying that piece, but for constraints of time. The program remains The Platform, and our guest this morning has been the chairman of the Board of Internal Revenue, Abia State, Elder Udochukwu Ogbonna. The number to call is 08144546017. I'll take that again. 08144546017. Call us and make a contribution on the platform this morning. Let me come back to you, Chairman. Last Friday, a Federal High Court sitting in Owerri on a similar suit of tax forgery filed by Barrister F.N. Nwosu against Governor Ikpeazu dismissed the suit for lack of merit. Though this morning we have information filtering that Barrister F.N. Nwosu has appealed to that judgment. Well, that judgment declared that Governor Ikpeazu did not present forged tax receipts to INEC. What is your take on this disparity in judgment of the Federal High Court in Owerri and that one in Abuja? Okay,
let me say that in that judgment, if you look at it, Board of Internal Revenue appeared, that of Owerri. The judge mentioned that the governor, Dr. Ikpeazu, did not issue himself those receipts.
Yes.
That they were issued by the authority recognized by law to do that. And what made him do that was that he looked at the affidavit that we swore, that we were the authors. Let me state for records that what makes a document fake, false, or forged is the authorship.
Okay.
If the person who gave that document comes and says, we did not give this document, it now makes that document false or forged.
Forged, okay.
But if the person that issued the document says, I am the one, and the plaintiff knows that he is the one that issued, and they came and said, we are the ones that issued this document, then the document is not forged.
In addition to, if the issuer, that the body that issued the document accepts that they authored it and issued same, if there are cases of errors or mistake, who bears the responsibility?
Now let me tell you, the issue of error was covered by Section 59 of the Personal Income Tax Act, where he says that there is no error committed in the assessment or proceedings of tax assessment will render a document false or render it invalid.
You are really educating us here, but we have a caller here. Hold on, let's see who's on the line. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Obama.
Good morning, sir. Who is on to the platform?
My name is Udochukwu, calling from outside the Ancient Kingdom.
I will call you Ancient Kingdom. Welcome to the platform.
Yes, thank God that my brother Udochukwu Ogbonna is also from the Ancient Kingdom. These are the pride and the brightness of the community. Let me say it for clarity's sake that from what Udo has said, I've been educated the more because most times some of us are not experts in this field. Even the judges are not experts. It's just like a judge talking about medicine without necessarily bringing in the medical doctor to appear to explain. You and I know that even when you go to hospital, even the handwriting of the doctor when he prescribes for drug, you cannot even read it except if he gives it to a nurse or a pharmacist. And it appears in law also that there's what we call fair hearing. Justice Alban Okon can never be, with all due respect, he can never be a tax expert. So I would have expected that he would have subpoenaed the Board of Internal Revenue to come and explain all those differences on the face of what they wrote. But he never gave them that fair hearing, which I know in law, before you even kill somebody, you must give him fair hearing. And from what Udo has explained to me today, even as a journalist, I can tell you that I've added to my knowledge.
Sure.
This issue of Saturday, which means that from your tax, from January to December, it is a yearly thing and it ends on the 1st of December. So whether Sunday or Saturday, it is the day it will pay. And secondly, he has also made us to know that even the booklet that is used to issue this tax receipts is in one piece. So if you come in 2014 or 2010, it will give you a date that is in that booklet. So I think that what Justice Alagwa did in a way is a classical case where the author of this document came and explained to the judge with an affidavit. So I can say that the Board of Internal Revenue, they have done their best, and of course we know that in this issue Justice Alban Okon. I will not deride him. He has done his own. But thank God there is a higher court and even the highest court in the land. And
Okay, Mr. Udochukwu, please, can you give us more time? I think you've made your point so that
let me round up to say that the appeal court, I believe that the Board of Internal Revenue will be subpoenaed and they will go there to explain this, which will lead to rest all this issue of inconsistency. Thank you, my brother, and I know that it will end in praise.
Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Chairman, sorry, he took a long time there. Go ahead. And we were looking at the disparity in judgment between Were Federal High Court and that of Abuja. I think Udochukwu has touched on that.
Yes, he has. He has. And let me equally state that as far as I'm concerned, the tax authority, there is no issue here.
But that is no issue left for the court to decide.
We issued these documents, and I mentioned the Personal Income Tax Act, Section 59, that says that no error committed in the proceeding or assessment will render a document invalid.
Wow.
Is there in the act. So if you are even saying that there was a mistake, let's assume there was a mistake by the Board of Internal Revenue, that section of the law covers us. It will not render the assessment invalid.
Okay. I think if you are listening to this program, I hope you've been educated. Call us on 08144546017 and make your contribution. Let me come back to you, BI Chairman. Sir, what is happening today has left Abia State in confusion. A lot of things have gone bad. A lot of things have been paralyzed. A lot of sentiments have been expressed, from different quarters. I do not think that this is a matter of sentiment as to who I support, the face I like. I think it should be a matter of justice, a matter of fairness. What is your take on that?
Okay, what I am doing here today, if it were to be Oga that is involved, I will equally do it. We've been doing it to other taxpayers.
Okay.
We've been summoned by courts to come and clear the issue of tax clearances or tax receipts that we issue to people. And we go to court and we clear it.
And when you keep saying you've been summoned by court, I keep wondering why Justice Okon Abang did not invite you.
We don't know.
We have a caller here. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. All right, we lost that call. Go ahead, sorry, sir.
We equally respond to embassies who write to us concerning people's tax clearance.
All right, somebody's on the line. All right, hello, good morning. Hey, good morning.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning, my dear. What's the name?
Yeah, what I have to say is...
What's your name? What's your name? Hello? Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
What's your name and where are you calling from? Hello there? Are you still there?
Yes, my name is Ifoma, calling from Aba.
All right, Ifoma, go ahead.
Yeah, what I want to say is this. Whether tax or no tax paper, please, they should allow our governor to take Abia State to a greater height. Dr. Uche, he should just join hands with Dr. Ikpeazu to take this state to a greater height. We are all Igbos. He should join hands with him. We are not fighting ethnic fights or tribal fights. You just join hands with the governor to take this state to a greater height. They should not distract him. That is what I have to say.
Thank you, Ifoma, for coming. Dr. Oga should join hands with Governor Ikpeazu to take Abia to greater heights. Coming from Ifoma. Chairman, sir, you were saying something. Going to embassies.
Yes, we go to embassies. We write embassies. We clear issues. If those tax clearances were issued by us, we tell them we issued them.
All right.
If they were not issued by us, we state clearly we didn't issue. That is our responsibility.
All right, Chairman, let's move a little away from the court case. You and I know that Governor Ikpeazu has demonstrated his determination to take Abia to the next level. Most of the projects he has embarked upon, are capital intensive. And he needs all the money, he needs all the revenue he can get. What are you doing as the chairman of Board of Internal Revenue to shore up our internally generated revenue?
Okay. Over time, we've come to realize that one of the issues we are having in the area of IGR is issues of leakages.
Okay.
So we learn from other states that have done well in their IGR. We have come to realize that you cannot do anything if you don't automate. So when this government came into power, they said, we will not do anything if we don't automate all our systems.
Okay.
So what we have done is to make sure that our systems are automated, right from the assessment point to the payment point. We've done all that. We have equally linked all the MDAs. Right now, as we speak, our IT people are going to move from our office to MDAs to go and install our systems in all the MDAs so that they can view what they are doing. So we have done all that. And then we have equally put 2 vehicles on the road to handle the issue of enforcement. In fact, we were supposed to start by the 1st of July before this problem came in. You and I know that this problem knocked off everything, and then we could not start.
All right.
Even up till now, we are unable to go ahead.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. My name is Ikechukwu. I'm calling in from Umuahia.
I hope you're not angry the way you're sounding. Ikechukwu. Are you angry?
What Mr. Udochukwu, what he has explained is straightforward. Now, what Nigerians are asking now is on what basis did Aban give the ruling that a governor falsified his tax statement? Because from the look of things and from what we've had so far, the Board of Internal Revenue were not called. I want to make a picture. I want to paint a picture clearer. You know, if someone is doubting that your BSc or HND certificate is false, I think it behoves on the authority that issued that certificate to you to come up and say, see, we were actually the people that gave this, or we were not people that actually issued this to him.
You're right.
So I think if you look at it carefully, the Justice Aban judgment should go beyond what we should be appealing. It should go beyond, it should be it should come up to investigation where people will actually look at whether there was an inducement, whether something led to, someone to hastily give such judgment without even giving this in fair hearing, without allowing the other party to now come up and say we actually did that. So, and then, sorry, before, let me continue.
Hello. Make it brief.
Okay, now. Another one is when you say someone falsified a document or there was this forgery or whatsoever. Yeah. I think it's a criminal offense. So should it not go beyond originating someone, or should it not be something that must be proved beyond reasonable doubt? Another aspect is if the Justice Aban knows all these things, that he should be the person to even invite these people to come and clarify the cause.
Thank you so very much, sir. Time is no longer on our side, Chairman. Give me briefly your impression of the Ikpeazu administration in the past 13 months.
Well, so far, if I have to score him, I will score him 85%. He has done very well, even when we know that you don't have the money. The money is not there. And he has been using the resources we have to see what he can do to better the laws of the people. So he needs to be encouraged. My father in those days in Igbo says, so Abians should metrula Okezie Victor.
In one sentence before you go, I think I would have heard if I didn't ask you this question. Okay. Ibeku people, you are from Ibeku. Are you people divided on this issue? Ibeku
people are not divided. Ibeku people were the people that handed over to Dr. Okezie Ikpeazu. They cannot destroy the house they have built. So they have built this house and they cannot destroy it. So it is very clear. In every 12 there must be a Judas. And it's unfortunate that the Judas we are having was the one that went and poured libation for Okezie Ikpeazu the day he came. To say that his government will do well, that his government will prosper. It's unfortunate, but I don't know what is driving him.
All right.
But what we know is that the really Beko people are straightforward people, and when they tell you they are with you, they are with you. So they don't renege on their promise. We are with Dr. Okezie Ikpeazu. We'll continue to be with him till the end.
All right, this is all there is on the platform this morning. Dear listener, I want to say a very big thank you to you for your time. Abia, remember, is our state, and together we must build it. Let me thank especially our guest, Udochukwu Ogbonna. You've been very wonderful. We hope to have you on this platform once again. All right, I remain your host. My name is Godson Ahwema. Tune in next week, same time, same station, for another exciting package of the platform. Do have a happy weekend.